Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. How's everyone doing today? Doing great? Alex, good to see you. Robert, Alejandra, Laura, Josh, amazing to see. I'm just making up names here, but I have your attention. Excellent. Hello, everyone. My name is Felipe Garcia. I'm the interim president and CEO at Visit Tucson. Very happy to be here today to welcome you to our State of the City of Mayor Regina Romero. Hopefully you were able to get a little glimpse of this video and show that emotion and passion about our community. It's a great place to live with just amazing, great diversity of our community. And again, it really showcases who we are. So are you guys ready to start this program? Can you hear me in the back? Very, very good. So I'm here as your MC today. And isn't this a nice format to have a State of the City? Or do you prefer sitting down on a table eating something chicken that we think that is chicken, or an opportunity to mingle, network, talk? And again, I'm really happy to see this new vision for the mayor, these new events, and I'm really ready to hear her presentation, excited about, learn about the vision of who we are and where we're going. And today, by the way, if you can hear me, we're gonna be giving some prizes later today, including, I think, Southwest Airline tickets and some gift cards from our friends from Chicharro. So before we proceed, if you're sitting down, can you please stand up, and we're gonna get started by welcoming John Winchester, that is gonna be singing our national anthem. So John.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
John, that was amazing. I'm glad that you were doing that and not me. Really appreciate it. So, have you seen recently magazines, publications, Condé Nast Magazine, Travel and Leisure, all of a sudden featuring Tucson and talking about our community? In the past few years, Travel and Leisure magazine, they put Tucson as one of the top 50 places to live. Moody's Analytics included our community in the list of the top 10 U.S. cities to recover from coronavirus. And Condé Nast Magazine, for the first time ever, included Tucson in their top 50 list. And today, this morning, and Mayor, sorry that I'm going to give this announcement before it's made public, but this morning, our team at Visit Tucson sent me an email that after chasing 5 years, National Geographic Food magazine out of the UK, if you see a copy of it on the front cover, you'll see Tucson, Arizona. So the world is paying attention to our community. And when you read those articles, and I don't know about you, but I feel proud about it, I feel excited. And it talks about our geography, our weather, our many things to do here, our beauty. But most important, these magazines and these accolades we're receiving is because our people, is because of all of you. That's what makes Tucson such a unique place. That's what makes Tucson a great place that we all feel proud to call home. So the staff of Visit Tucson, our board of directors, we're very excited to be here today. And just to let you know, Mayor Romero, we're ready to start working or keep working with you, the members of our Tucson City Council, the staff of the city of Tucson, to continue building a community that is the best place to work, live, and visit. So at this time, very respectfully, I would like to acknowledge the land that we're standing on here today. So I'm gonna proceed to read just a paragraph that we respectfully acknowledge the Tucson Convention Center is on the land and territories of indigenous people. Today, Arizona is home of 22 federal recognized tribes, with Tucson being home to the Oloham and the Yaqui. And at this time, let's do an applause, please. I want to invite my good friends, our good friends, the chairman of the Pascua-Yaqui tribe, Piyu Cupicio, the chairman of the Tohono O'odham Nation, Mr. Ned Norris, the secretary of the Pascua-Yaqui tribe, my good friend, Francisco Chico Valencia, and the treasurer of the Pascua-Yaqui tribe, Sergio Varela, if you can join us here on stage.
Con el permiso del Señor, unas pocas palabras. With the permission of our Heavenly Father, just a few words. Thank you for making our ancestral lands your home. We have always been prideful, and this has always been sacred to the Yaqui, O'odham, and other tribes. But we welcome you here. Como dice, visit Tucson, come here and make your life here. This is a beautiful place for all of us that we have known for thousands of years. Mr. Ned Norris, any words?
Thank you, Chairman Cupicio. Thank you very much for allowing me this opportunity to address you and welcome you to the ancestral lands of the Tohono O'odham Nation, as well as the Yoeme people here, and appreciate all your support and everything that you continue to do for the city. Thank you, Mayor Romero.
And now one of our cultural captains will do an opening prayer for all of us, that your families and this holiday season be blessed, and your life will always be blessed. So Francisco Valencia, we call him Chico. He only needs one name, Chico. So he will do the honor.
Con su permiso. Adios, Mchaniabu. Good afternoon. First, I'd like to begin by thanking our Creator, our elders, our ancestors, those who were here before us, who laid all the foundation for us to continue their hard work. May we be blessed. May your families be blessed at home, especially during this time of pandemic, where it's very important to take care of each other and take care of our families, so that we may continue the work of our elders. So with your permission, I'm going to say a prayer in our language. Santa Kusa chetatem itum hunaktem itum bebeherim betin soko. Amen. Señorito machay te kaukatekame em team chichawas yori wa to yebsane em yarowa mbalepo em buyapo anwan hamanteka po anwan machukitum buano yansamito mamika ito pa lutiane ito pa beheriame katu isimbutila komte wotine wana kuchi señor amposwaman itum yori tuane katum betana huni. Amen. Jesús, María y José. Santa María moleva moitia em hiap simturi wangra sentame hetaponi hetu katikitum yauchiwa Dios Jesucristo chikti hamuchim beabuti turise aiwa soktu yori wa em tompo yam tukame Jesús. Santa Aye Katuisi Anea Huni Dios Tavicha itum no criane itukaka huni. Amen. Jesús, María y José. Santa Cruz Achetatem itum hunaktem itum beberim betenasoko. Amen. Dios em chokotesia.
Thank you, and with blessings, may the mayor take care of it just the way we used to since time immemorial. Blessings to every Tucsonan now and everybody that makes this your home. Mayor, you are a blessing to us that you care so much of our community. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and if we can remain standing, and I will ask Vice Mayor Nikki Lee if she can join me on stage, and I can barely see here. There we go. Vice Mayor, if you can join us for the Pledge of Allegiance that will be led this afternoon again by our Vice Mayor, Nikki Lee.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Vice Mayor, really appreciate it. So we're gonna get our program started at this time. I would like to welcome Ian McDowell, the board chair of the Tucson Metro Chamber of Commerce. Ian, can you join us, please? Big applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being here. My name is Ian McDowell. I'm a vice president at Sun Construction, but today I'm really here in my capacity as the chair of the Tucson Metro Chamber. The Chamber is very pleased to be hosting this event in partnership with Felipe and Visit Tucson. It's partnerships like these amongst business organizations that help strengthen our region as we work collaboratively to identify the ways to grow our economy. Since most of you are standing, could I ask all the board members of the Chamber and of Visit Tucson to please wave your hands wildly? And we can all give them a round of applause, thank them for their leadership. Thank you very much. And moving on, this event could not be possible without our sponsors, and especially our title sponsors. So I want to thank both United Healthcare and Cox Communication. Thank you very much. And if you would please turn your attention to the screen so we can have a message from each of them.
School is changing, and Cox is committed to keeping your family connected. If you have a K-12 student and receive government assistance, you may be eligible for fast, reliable, and affordable internet from Cox, with free access to Cox Wi-Fi hotspots. Connect with Cox and keep them connected. For program details, visit cox.com/connect to compete.
The more care you put into something, the better it will be. It's why you put so much into everything you do. And it's why United Healthcare has so many ways to take care of you, like supporting your physical and mental health, helping make sure you're not surprised by prescription costs, and connecting you to care whenever you need it. Because like you, United Healthcare knows what care can do.
All right, one more round of applause, please, for our title sponsors. Thank you. My final duty here for the day is to recognize the elected officials who are in attendance with us this afternoon. I'd like to recognize Arizona State Senator Raquel Teran, Stephanie Stahl Hamilton, and Sally Ann Gonzalez. I'd also like to recognize Pima County Attorney Laura Conover. Next, representing Tucson, the Arizona Corporation Commissioner Leah Marquez Peterson. From the Pima County Board of Supervisors, Rex Scott. We have lots of folks here from the City Council. I'll read them all off. Nikki Lee, Karen Ulick, Richard Fimbris, Lane Santa Cruz, and Steve Kozaczek. Thank you all for coming. Just a few more. Police Chief Chris Magnus, thank you for coming. And from Oro Valley, I've got a few folks to acknowledge, both the mayor and council members. It's Harry Green, Joyce Jones-Ivy, Mary Jacobs, Tim Bowen, Melanie Barrett, and Josh Nicholson. Thank you. And last and absolutely not least, at least in my heart, Mayor Tom Murphy from Sahuarita. Hello. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ian, so much. And before we can proceed, if you're watching this on a live stream at home, at your office, in Mexico, make sure if you're doing Zoom, there's actually Spanish in translation live. So I'm going to do this same commercial in Spanish if it's okay. Si están en casa viendo este video a través de Zoom, pueden a través de la pantalla, dice un botón traducción o lenguaje y pones poner español. Vamos a tener la presentación de la presidenta municipal Regina Romero en español. I'm going to do this now in Russian. I'm kidding. No way I'm going to be that. So thank you everyone for being here today, and I know we're all eager to hear the presentation and again that vision from our Mayor Regina Romero, but I'm going to ask our co-title sponsors today, if they can join me here on stage, Heather Kane, the CEO of United Healthcare of Arizona, and my good friend Lisa Lovallo, the Market Vice President of Southern Arizona, Cox Communications. So welcome. Thank you for being here.
What a fantastic afternoon this is. I especially love the overwhelming sense of community that's in this room today. And can we also please get a big round of applause for the incredible food that we've all had a chance to sample today.
As business and community leaders, every one of us here today recognizes how difficult the past 21 months have been for small and large companies and families and all of our people throughout our city. But being together again in this room gives us all a renewed sense of normalcy, of hope.
I'm especially proud to be standing with you here today, Lisa, two women leaders managing major corporations here in Arizona and introducing the first Latina mayor of Tucson.
All right. So let's get to it. Our next speaker was elected just months before the pandemic began.
She's led Tucson through unprecedented times while launching new projects and initiatives to take this city to the next level of progress and prosperity.
She is bold and pragmatic, we all know that, an effective policymaker who gets things done.
And she's steadfast in her commitment to building a more equitable, inclusive city with economic opportunity for all.
And most of all, she has always been a tireless champion for Tucson and the beautiful city we call home. Regina and I met probably, we were talking I think 20 years ago maybe. We were both serving on the board of the Rape Crisis Center before I was at Cox and before Regina was in politics. So we all know how hard she's worked for many, many decades to make Tucson the place it is today. So with that, please welcome to the stage for her second State of the City address, our Mayor, Regina Romero.
Good evening or good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I am so happy to see all of you here, especially our sponsors, especially the wonderful blessing that we received from Chairman Norris and Chairman Yocuvicio and Chico. Muchísimas gracias. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm so excited that we are here in person today. I mean, we have been discussing all year long if this was going to happen, and I'm so happy that we are able to see each other, and I hope you like this format that is casual and very Tucson, an opportunity for all of you to network, and it's a little bit non-traditional. Maybe just like I am a little bit, just a little bit. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge everyone who has made this event possible. A particular thanks to my staff at the mayor's office, staff at the Tucson Metro Chamber, Visit Tucson, and today's title sponsors, United Healthcare and Cox Communication, as well as Desert Diamond Casino. Welcome to all the elected officials in attendance. Thank you so much. If we missed any of you, I am so sorry, but thank you all for being here and gracing us with your presence. A very special recognition to our City of Gastronomy certified chefs and artisans, Mateo Otero of Rolly's Mexican Patio, Todd, yes, please, applause. Todd and Sherry Martin of the Tucson Tamale Company. Maria Miles from the San Javier Cooperative Farm Catering Program. Don Guerra at Barrio Bread. Janos Wildler at the Carriage House. Carlota Flores of El Charro and Carlota's Kitchen. And the Franco family of La Estrella Bakeries, who are celebrating our local food and heritage by collaborating with Chef Grade Cara and Chef Rene Bernal of the TCC to create our special menu today. A big round of applause for all of them, please. My heartfelt appreciation to Rio Nuevo for their partnership and investment here at the TCC. And yes, to the event staff at the TCC, the workers serving our food, and all who have supported our vision and collaborated to make this event a success. Thank you all so much. 2 years ago today, I was sworn into office as the mayor of our beloved city. Little did we know that within a few months, we would be called to deal with a global pandemic that upended every aspect of our lives. The pandemic would fundamentally reshape all sectors of our economy, including city government, which would be called to serve the people of Tucson in unprecedented ways. This mayor and council have been leaders in our response to the pandemic, taking action and making difficult decisions at every turn with the specific intent to follow the science and protect every single Tucson resident. I would like to acknowledge the support and solidarity of my colleagues on the council as we navigated these uncharted waters. Council members Lane Santa Cruz, Paul Cunningham, Karen Ulick, Nikki Lee, Richard Fimbres, and Steve Kozacek. As well, yes, a big old round of applause for my colleagues. I could not have done this without them and their support. As well as the city manager, Mr. Manager Ortega, City Attorney Rankin, and all of the City of Tucson employees. This past year, the City of Tucson, in partnership with Pima County, vaccinated approximately 90,000 people here at the TCC. Next week, we will reopen this clinic as we continue to address this ongoing community need. Thank you to Chief Ryan and Dr. Cullen and all of the employees who helped us stand up this COVID-19 vaccination clinic. This year, we took the difficult yet important step to mandate our city employees be vaccinated to protect our residents and each other. This action led the way in our state. Other cities in Arizona have since followed. I am proud of our council and of the city staff for working together to blaze this trail. Cases in Arizona are still rising, so we must remain vigilant. Public health experts recommend getting vaccinated, boosted, and continuing to use mitigation strategies to prevent the spread of COVID-19 and its variants. Our understanding of this pandemic and ways to keep ourselves and each other safe has grown since the early days of 2020. My sincere appreciation to Pima County for making sure vaccines, boosters, and tests are readily available in easily accessible way at low to no cost. Together, our community is making incredible strides to emerge from this crisis. Although important, our pandemic response is only one part of the significant work we have undertaken in 2021. Thanks to our senators and congressional delegation, Tucson received $67 million of the American Rescue Plan dollars. These dollars were intended to usher in transformative change. I have worked with council members Ulick and Santa Cruz to develop a framework to be used to inform our decision-making. We are using an equity lens to strategically invest in programs, services, and infrastructure that will help us along our path to full recovery in a way that will make a difference in the quality of life for every single Tucsonan. The entire council worked with me to polish this framework that combines our vision with our resources to create meaningful, long-lasting change. Our investment of ARP dollars will stabilize affordable housing, prevent crime through violence interruption programs, and invest in historically disenfranchised communities. We are prioritizing providing relief for families, those who were hardest hit by COVID, essential and frontline workers, and small businesses. We are investing funds in our neighborhoods, youth employment, mental and behavioral health support, implementing climate resilient strategies, expanding our services to seniors and teens, transitional workforce development for veterans, and people re-entering society after incarceration. We are putting money towards digital literacy and cybersecurity, as well as one of our top priorities, affordable housing. Mayor and council will invest $67 million this first year and plan to invest $67 million the next year. We are charting our course to creating the equitable, sustainable, inclusive Tucson we can be. So, dream along with me. Imagine the Tucson we want for ourselves, our kids, our grandkids, our next 7 generations. We live in one of the most beautiful places in the world. Blue skies, majestic mountains, heritage and culture spanning thousands of years. We know that in the next decade, we can create the thriving Tucson of our dreams. The way we get there is by mapping our route. One of my priorities this year has been to facilitate the creation of strategic plans that solicit community input, collaboration, visioning, and most importantly, direction as we navigate into the future. Working in partnership with the strong leadership of department directors, we have completed strategic plans for our transportation and mobility future through Move Tucson and housing affordability for Tucson. We are crafting strategic plans for economic development, art, history, heritage and culture, and climate action. These are 21st century action plans to get us to the future we deserve, reflecting the wishes and needs of Tucsonans. Imagine Tucson as the sustainable, economically vibrant, progressive city of the future. We must lead on issues that are important to all of our residents, to our state, to our nation, and in fact, to the global community. We must lead on climate change. Tucson is the 3rd fastest warming city in the country. We know we are on the front lines of the fight against climate change. That's why I led my council to declare a climate emergency in September of 2020. Since then, we have continued to develop our vision and actions as we move towards becoming a carbon neutral community by 2030. In 2021, I launched Tucson Million Trees, a nature-based initiative to reduce the urban heat island effect, especially in our most vulnerable communities. To date, and in partnership with Trees for Tucson, we have planted or distributed nearly 39,000 low water use trees across Tucson. That is a huge accomplishment. To water these trees, our Green Stormwater Infrastructure Program captures, retains, and filters stormwater in order to create more climate-resilient spaces. Working collaboratively with our private partners, I secured donations totaling over $400,000. Yes, to increase our tree planting efforts in 2022. I'd like to thank the generosity of Swire Coca-Cola, Tucson Electric Power, Mr. Car Wash, the Arbor Day Foundation, the Tucson Parks Foundation, and Kinder Morgan for their generous contributions. In order to get to a net zero waste city by 2050, Environmental Services Director Carlos de la Torre is helping us reimagine how we view our landfill. What used to be considered a dump is now viewed as an asset. At the Los Reales Sustainability Campus, we will grow trees, use methane gas as a resource, compost, and foster the innovation necessary to lead in this sector. I've worked with my colleagues on the council and our city staff to implement the electric vehicle readiness roadmap that will accelerate the adoption of EVs, not just for city government, but to construct an EV grid throughout the entire Tucson community in partnership with the private sector. This is an important step to take in order to be best prepared to compete for federal infrastructure dollars. Creating a climate-resilient city is important to all Tucsonans, an important driver of our economic development. Green jobs are critical to our economic future. It is estimated that the green economy creates 9.5 million full-time jobs and generates $1.3 trillion in annual sales revenue in the United States. In 2021, we worked with Too Simple to expand their operation in Tucson, adding another 75 jobs, developing and testing autonomous vehicle technology intended to increase the safety and efficiency of interstate commerce. This is an emerging sector, and Tucson is positioned to be a leader. Additionally, CIS Global, now nVent, expanded their operations in Tucson, adding nearly 100 new jobs manufacturing metal components, some of which are used in the renewable energy industry. I was so proud to represent Tucson at the White House Infrastructure and Jobs Act signing ceremony. Happy to witness history and be with President Biden, Vice President Harris, his cabinet, congressional leaders, and 39 other mayors. I've been working diligently throughout this past year, engaging the Biden-Harris administration to keep Tucson on their radar. Just yesterday, I received a call from Mitch Landrieu, the White House Federal Infrastructure czar. While speaking, he made clear that Tucson and Southern Arizona are important to President Biden. I was happy to report that the city of Tucson is ready to receive federal infrastructure dollars. I'm also prepared to work with our tribal and regional partners, our state, to make sure Southern Arizona receives both formula funding and competitive dollars to take full advantage of this historic opportunity. Our focus on climate resiliency, equity, and the intention to create high-wage, long-term union jobs are key to bringing those federal dollars to Southern Arizona. We have already proven we are able to deliver on voter-approved propositions. Thanks to Proposition 101, the City of Tucson has repaved 268 lane miles of arterial, collector, and residential streets and invested more than $50 million in this effort. Thanks to Proposition 407, we have completed a remodel of Fire Station 11 and are actively reconstructing Fire Station 7, 8, 9, 15, 16, and 18. Yes, it's a very good thing, and thank you for your investment in Tucson. We have built new playgrounds, walking paths, pickleball courts, and added 6 mobile recreation vans to our parks and recreation services because of Prop 407. As we all know, finding an affordable place to live in Tucson has become an increasingly difficult task. In August, Mayor and Council directed the Department of Housing and Community Development, led by Liz Morales, to craft a strategic plan that comprehensively lays out the path ahead. Recently, my colleagues and I voted to approve the ordinance that will launch the construction of accessory dwelling units. This is an important step in addressing our affordable housing crisis, disrupting systemic racism, and helping to keep more people in their homes, while contributing to building generational wealth and stability for families. In addition, we've requested Planning and Development Services to amend our commercial parking code to allow parking reductions if they include affordable housing. We have also passed ordinances to incentivize planning and overlay on transit corridors. Our team is intentional about putting equity and justice at the forefront of housing, climate, economic development, and now, community, safety, health, and wellness. This past week has reminded us of the challenges delivering public safety to our residents. Last spring, we took the bold step of reimagining what community safety can be. My team worked with Liana Perez, our Deputy City Manager, to develop our Community Safety, Health, and Wellness program. Today, we are at the leading edge of developing a comprehensive program to coordinate services the City of Tucson provides to its residents, as well as partnering with nonprofit and other community organizations to take on this issue holistically. We know that to create a vibrant and robust community, we must address the root causes of violence and crime: poverty, historic disinvestment, and lack of economic opportunity. During 30 listening sessions conducted with city staff and community partners, we identified service gaps as well as highlighted the programs that were already providing invaluable services. An example is our 911 communications teams, led by Interim Director Chad Kasmar, who field nearly 1,500 calls per day. So they are on pace to process over 600,000 calls during 2021, a 5% increase over the last year. Our Housing and Community Development Department housed more than 1,000 people in our hotel program and placed 78% of them in permanent housing as part of our Housing First initiative. Tucson Police Chief Magnus and Assistant Chief Hall introduced an innovative program designed to reduce violent crime, particularly those committed with guns, through the Place Network's investigation project. Their analysis identified 3 sites to use as pilots to disrupt violent crimes. I am happy to report that under the umbrella of community safety, health, and wellness, we are in the process of hiring a program director to lead this program. We have hired a housing first director to coordinate providing low or no barrier permanent housing to people experiencing homelessness with wraparound services, including mental health support. We have hired a data analyst at the 911 Communications Department to help us collect and analyze the types of calls that are being received and to identify possibilities to redirect those calls to other services and programs. So far in 2021, the Tucson Collaborative Community Care, better known as TC3, a partnership with Tucson Medical Center, has served 384 clients, reducing the 911 calls of those clients by 84%. These decisions alone will help alleviate call loads on our police officers and firefighters. As we move into 2022, we will expand this program to include social workers, community safety officers, additional support to our police auditor, community outreach coordinators, crisis counselors, and navigators. Over the past 12 months, under my leadership and with the incredible support of my council, the Community Safety, Health, and Wellness Program has moved from an idea to a program we are ready to implement. So changing the conversation a little, has anyone heard of Duster and HBO filming in Tucson? Well, yes, it is true. I have some great news to share. The state, yes, the state, the city, the county, Visit Tucson, and Rio Nuevo all held hands, contributing what each have to offer, and look at the amazing results. HBO just finished filming 28 days here in Tucson, and those 28 days brought a local impact of creating 673 jobs. Nearly 10,000 hotel room nights, and $8.4 million in economic impact to our region. Working together, we will achieve the just, equitable future we envision, where every single Tucsonan can live their best lives in our thriving, resilient city. Our natural beauty, history, heritage, and culture provide our foundation. With our strategic plans in hand, a mayor and council ready to act, we are prepared to step into our collective future. To that end, I will close today by unveiling our new City of Tucson logo. This logo, yes, this logo reflects the modern, resilient, sustainable city that respects its past and looks into its future. We are one. Somos uno, Tucson. Thank you so much for coming.
Wow. So, new logo, amazing future for our community. Thank you, Mayor. And before I let you off stage, I think I have to give away a Southwest Airlines ticket. How do I do that? They told me that I have to, let me take my mask off, that I have to, there's an app or something, or how are we gonna do that, Michael, Fernanda, or somewhere like that. But, so while we figured that out, I have 3 favors to ask for all of you. Number 1, there's a lot of elected officials, Town of Oro Valley, City of Tucson, our tribal members, Sahuarita, Pima County. Go and talk to them, chat, mingle, but don't go with a complaint about your neighbor's dog barking at 5 p.m. or a pothole in front of your street. Talk to them about what can we do together to keep working and making our communities better. So that's my first request. Second request, if you are in a juicing, detoxing diet because you're gonna be fit for the holidays, give it up. We have amazing food still here from our local chefs, Don Guerra, Rollis is here, so please enjoy that food. And my third and last request, and that's pushing my Visit Tucson hospitality hat. Amazing weather we have, beautiful scenery. Very likely you're gonna start receiving phone calls and emails from friends and family around the country, especially those in Chicago and New York and Seattle, saying, hey, how are things doing in Tucson? So that's a hint that they wanna come and visit. So my third request is, even though you love them, doesn't mean you have to sleep with them. Make sure to send them to one of our beautiful hotels in Oro Valley, in Tucson, in Sahuarita, in the Pima County, to help our economy. So those are my 3 commercials, and there's an app or something like that?
Hit that button.
Okay, and this is not a Florida thing. There's an election though. Random winner.
Random winner, Wendy Erica Worden from Tucson Electric Power.
So again, Mayor, thank you very much. And we're about to wrap our program. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So last but not least, I want to introduce our friend to close our program, Michael Gaiman. He's the interim president and CEO of the Tucson Metro Chamber of Commerce. So Michael, the floor is all yours.
Thank you, Felipe. How is Felipe as an MC, folks? Good stuff, isn't it? And how's our guitarist, Martin? Huh? Fantastic stuff. Martin, thank you so much for being here. Now, speaking of performers, I like to go to quite a few concerts. And one of the big trends that they're doing now, the performers are taking a selfie on stage. So if you can indulge me, I'm going to take a selfie on stage. Is that all right? Can you guys look excited? All right, that was very exciting. All right, again, thank you, Felipe, the host with the most. How are our lounges doing here? The Cox Lounge, the United Healthcare Lounge, you comfortable? Everything going well? On behalf of the Tucson Metro Chamber Board of Directors, we are honored to host Mayor Romero today, and we're very pleased to partner with Visit Tucson, the Tucson Convention Center, and our sponsors to make today's event a great success. The trees that you see interspersed throughout the room were donated to the Mayor's Tucson Million Trees initiative by Tucson Electric Power. Thank you, TEP. In honor of the hard work and dedication of our city employees who have worked so tirelessly throughout these challenging times, we have randomly selected one employee that will receive a round-trip airline ticket courtesy of Southwest Airlines. Our winner is Diana Villegas from Housing and Community Development. Congratulations, Diana. Please come see me. Please come see me after the program. And, oops, Heather. There we go. Please come see me after the program, and I will give you these gifts. So, Wendy, congratulations for winning the Southwest Airlines ticket. Deanna, congratulations for winning the Southwest Airlines ticket. I can speak. Now we have 2 gift cards, as was promised, from Cicharo. So I'm going to randomly pick using this great app. One of the winners is Kathleen Ripley from Pima Community College. Wait a minute. Okay, so we got a winner from TEP, one from Pima Community College. They're our main sponsors. This is not rigged, folks. I swear this is random. The other Cicharo is Michael Ortega. The Tucson city manager. Again, come see me. You know, there's actually a policy coming up, Mr. Ortega. You can get this, oh, never mind. Again, thank you so much for being here, everyone. Really appreciate it. I love this new festive environment. I love the sort of relaxed atmosphere, the mingling that's happening. Mayor, this was a great vision. Thank you so much for this thought. Doing it later in the afternoon, doing it into this kind of environment, excellent idea. Wonderful working with your staff. Our next event is our holiday legislative reception on December 15th at the Chamber office. Please continue to mingle and enjoy our great music from Martine at the Olive Patio. Thank you very much for being here today. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend. God bless you all.